Okay, so one of the obstacles is if I'm writing about somebody else and I might not be considered the expert, or I'm writing about somebody else and because that person's passed away, their family might not like what I'm saying, or it might not benefit the family, or it might bring up old hurt or upset. What do I do about this? Okay. I would say when you're in this kind of situation, you should seriously consider this as a creative nonfiction book. What is actually the benefit of using that person's real name? Right? What is the actual benefit? You know, think about it from the reader's perspective. What you want to do is help other people that are in this situation. You want to help people understand the importance of their role as a friend to somebody who's dying, being a support to them, giving them the opportunity to, deal with the difficult situation that they just don't want to deal with. What significance is it of us knowing who the actual person was? Does it really make a difference? Does it add to the story? Does it help tell the story better?
It could.
But
to that person, though.
But what is only to that person, and what's the consequences to all the other people that are going to be affected by that story?
They won't be on it.
Right? Like, you can tell the story in exactly the same way. You don't have to change the story one little tiny piece. All you have to do is change the name. That's all you got to do. You change the name. You change maybe the location. You could even change the sex. That might be a bit too difficult to do. No. But you could just put in enough creativity just so that the family doesn't know that it's that actual person, right? Or maybe they do know, but it doesn't really matter either, right? The point is the family needs to be protected. The family does not necessarily want the world to know, or the children might not want the world to know. And so it's just probably potentially a more respectful way of sharing the story for the benefit of other people that need that story, but without having to, tiptoe and potentially offend family. Right?
Yeah, and why put yourself through that when you're trying to share such a lovely memory and you're trying to share a beautiful experience?
Yeah, and there's going to be lots of situations when this happens, and it is it might be that you're looking at this as you want to leave a legacy behind for your friend. But does that serve your reader? Does that really help your reader? Just try and again turn it on its side and say, from a reader's point of view, what is the significance and does it really matter? It doesn't change your story at all, just you're thinking about the how you're going to help the other person. Okay, thanks, Lisa.